Let's see. Jury selection begins this week for Sarah Palin's defamation lawsuit against the New York Times. So in 2017, a New York Times editorial incorrectly claimed the person who shot Gabby Giffords was inspired by a graphic produced by the Palin campaign. And it was later established that there was no particular link. So the Times corrected this error and apologized, but Palin sued for defamation, naturally. This case hinges on whether this was an honest mistake, as the Times said, or an act of malice, as Palin says. Most experts expect that Palin will lose, as she faces, quote, an enormous uphill legal battle to prove actual intent on the part of the newspaper. Still, this could be a big case, and it could go to the Supreme Court.
I've thought about this one a lot, especially civil suits, because, a lot of people don't know the law in this area. I don't pretend to know. My dad was a lawyer, so he summed it up for me. I don't pretend to know the specifics. But in the case of criminal court, the burden of proof is on the prosecution.
Right.
In civil court, the burden of proof is on the defendant. And you can sue anybody for anything. I could literally say, you're looking at me funny. It offends me. I'm suing you right now. I could go file it, and it could happen.
Oh, God.
It would get thrown out by the judge. But it would get in front of a judge.
Right. And this court actually was dismissed by one judge already. But then, in appeals, it got picked up again.
Yeah, and so just to put that out there, anybody could do this. I could have sued the New York Times, is it?
Yeah.
I could have sued the New York Times for what they said about Sarah Palin.
Mm-hmm.
I'd lose, but I could.
Right.
So defamation has always been a weird one to me, especially in the cases of when you're a public persona. Now, something that's not really fair is, does she really count as a public persona anymore?
That's fair. I mean, yes, she does legally, but yeah, she hasn't been super big. And this was back in the wheels of the court system just moved so slowly that it's happening now. But this is a thing that's many years old.
I see. It was relevant at the time. What did she post? Go shoot this chick in the face?
Well, she posted, or I think in a campaign, it was a graphic put out by the campaign, and it was a map of the U.S. with crosshairs over a bunch of electoral districts, including Gabby Giffords.
Okay.
So, it was horrifying what she put out, and you could easily argue basically that this guy was inspired, but it happened that no, this guy never saw the graphic. So
even if he did, it's not like the only thing that drove him mad.
No, it's not like he was a regular. It's not like he was a 30-year-old pharmacy tech just hanging out. Then he saw this graphic and just
totally, tore his shirt off like
I'm gonna kill,
right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, she's
I don't love
she's
Sarah
gonna
Palin,
lose,
but
she's going to lose, but they were stupid in the first place.
Yes.
That's my guess. They were stupid to even have said that in the first place.
Well, they were definitely stupid, and they
had no motivation to bring her down, but they did have motivation to pump up their audience, and that's a bunch of BS.
Right. Yeah. So
that's my official legal. That's my legal review.
Yeah, I'm a little sympathetic to Palin here. I don't think she'll win. I don't know that she should win. I think our loose libel laws and the difficulty of this is probably better for media in this country, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes as they point out in the article, let's say this goes through and Palin wins. That's actually would be a huge issue for the right, because it would open up Fox News to a massive number of lawsuits from Dominion and other voting machine companies.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
If that becomes the standard, then maybe that would be okay. Actually, maybe Palin should
it be the standard?
Right? Yeah, and in some other countries.
And then the larger question, I think, is and who enforces the standard? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, under our current system, it's judges and juries basically enforce the standard. So, and who decides who gets to be a judge? Well, ultimately, that is up to like presidents and Congress.
Well, legally, is a news outlet a separate entity than us? So
what do you mean?
Well, what if I were to sit here and say, Sarah Palin posted that thing. It obviously made this guy do this, and this guy went and shot that guy that chick in the face, and it's fully Sarah Palin's fault. Okay, there, I just said it. Am I held to the same?
No,
standards?
I think we are. Yeah, I think we absolutely are. It's just no one's going to sue us because no one listens to us, and we don't have, New York Times money.
Huh. So it really just comes down to you can't get blood from a turnip. Therefore,
exactly.
Somebody's just why would someone sue They want to hurt each other. It's a fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a political fight. Pretty much. Should the New York Times even be involved in political fights?
Well, I mean, they screwed up with their reporting, but I mean,
well, I'm just trying to hit all sides here because I like to think we have a broad range of intelligent listeners.
I thought it was just cat and cat and 4 regular YouTube commenters, Ish and Andrea,
and our families,
and right. No, my family doesn't listen.
Yeah, my wife doesn't listen.
Yeah,
she's got better things.
And whoever happens to be so unlucky as to be coming home from work in Reading, tuned into KCNR, who hears us. What the hell is this SJW nonsense?
Yeah, okay. So again, this brings us back to our new slogan: think a little bit more before being a jerk about something.
Is that our new slogan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna workshop it, but yeah, it's good.
Can you shake your shoulders? I can shake my shoulders. Can you nod your head? I can